Okay, so in this next part, I'm going to connect the Phaselog Plus. So the Phaselog Plus is a controller manufactured by Full Gauge, which is capable of monitoring the voltage of any equipment. Basically, what it will do is it will protect you against any voltage imbalances, such as modular asymmetry or phase reversal, voltage asymmetry, any higher or lower voltage surges that happen. It protects you from that. So it will monitor the voltage that is being received, and also it will um, if there is a sudden event where the voltage is fluctuating too much, then it will cut off the supply and protect the equipment as well. It is also capable of doing remote monitoring from a remote location or through a mobile app. So this is a very comprehensive controller. So for demonstration purposes, what I'll do is make the connections for this. In my current setup over here, I do not have three phases. The Phaselog Plus is capable of monitoring up to three phases, so it does it for 1, 2, or 3. However, in my case, I only have a single phase power supply available. So that's why what I'm going to do is connect the same phase to each of the three terminals. So essentially, it will show the same voltage. But for demonstration purposes, I think that's basically what you want. We're not doing a real life scenario here. In real life, you will be connecting the different phases individually in pins 15, 16, and 17, which is RST. But in my case, what I'm going to do is put the same voltage through pins 15, 16, and 17. Okay, so let's get started. To make the connections, I'm going to use these wires. So let's see. So what I'm going to do is connect pins 9 and 14 and connect pins 10 with 15, 16, and 17. Okay, I think that'll work. So for 10, I'm going to use the blue wire. Okay, so there you go. So I'll take pin number 10. So this goes into 10. Okay, so so I've done that. Now we need to connect pins 9 and 14. Okay, and before I tighten pins 9 and 10, let me put that into our panel over here. Put all this inside. Okay, use the clips to tighten it. Okay, so also what I need to do is connect the main power supply for this panel. So what I've got here is a power cable. It's already stripped. Then once I connect this to my controllers, then all I need to do is just plug this in and it will be all running. So I'm going to put this in pins 9 and 10, but before that I will make sure that I finish the connections properly. So all the power connections are made except for the main connection. So what I'm going to do is for the main connection, I'm going to use the pins from the TC900E log, which is the first controller that we installed. So I'm going to just open the screw for this and install my final cable for the power. Okay, so So it looks like all my connections are made except for the RS485, which is the final connection that I need to make to connect to the COM32 converter. But basically, as you can see here, I've got power in pins 9 and 10 of the TC900 E-Log. I've used, what I'm doing is cheating a little bit by putting two wires into the same terminal. However, in reality, you probably do not want to do that. Use a like a junction or a wire split or a cable splitter, something that will basically take uh, it's like a T junction which you can use, and instead of putting the same wire into one pin, you can just use that and connect and have one set of wires coming out from that and connect that to the controller. So that's what you should be doing. However, I've done it this way, which will also work. So I've got power coming out from 9 and 10. So this will go into my plug. So red comes out from 9, goes into the 9 of the 512 controller. And I've got white coming out from that, going into pin number 9 of the Phaselog Plus. Also, uh, I have brown coming into 10, and then blue coming out and then going into 10 over here. So it looks like the connection's good. This one is a little bit loose, so I'm gonna tighten this up. And also for in the Phaselog Plus, I've got 10 coming out and going into 15, 16, and 17, and also 9 going into 13. So there you go, I made a mistake. So 9 should be going into 14, and right now it's going into 13, which is not really doing anything. So I'm going to fix the 13 pin, and also I'm going to fix the number 10 pin of the MT512 controller. All right, so the final step is to connect the RS485 communication. So the Phaselog Plus also takes RS485. So what I'm going to do is use this wire for connecting the A's and B's of the RS485 communication. So for this, I need to strip this piece of wire here. The only thing remaining now is to connect the USB cable, which I have got over here. I'm going to put this in here, and this goes into the computer, and now we're good to go and start communicating with Subrat.